Welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Linden Houston, and if you're new here, just to let you know you're welcome, and I'm happy to have you. In today's video, I'm just going to show you how you can do some batch cooking for your family, or whatever you want to do. You can choose the type of dish and you execute it. So I'll have everything all set up, but today I'll be starting with some spaghetti bolognese, and I'll take you through the process. Once you comes in, please do thumbs up the live and please share. Feel free to subscribe. So I have some spaghetti here. Just gonna put some salt in the water just to start my spaghetti. Whatever you start first doesn't really matter. You're still gonna have to start with something. Okay, where's my garlic? Yeah, some garlic here. So I work with that amount of garlic for the time being. Probably gonna need more anyway. So I'm just gonna go ahead and strip these garlic off, and then I'll start the process. So as I said, I'm going to start with the spaghetti bolognese first. So once you come in, ladies and gentlemen, please do double tap on your screen, the thumbs alive up, and if this is something that you love, please do consider to subscribe, like, share, leave positive comment. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are in the world. For those of you just coming on, my name is Linden Houston, and welcome to the channel. What I'm doing here, I'm just setting up myself, stripping some garlic. So today I'm doing some batch cooking. I know most of you would wonder what's on the menu today. So I'm going to start with some spaghetti bolognese, and then after that I'm going to jump on some pork. So I haven't chosen the way I want to cook the pork. I have some chicken leg meat, boneless. So I'm going to execute that also. Morning. So I will need some onion. So basically I'm doing some batch cooking today. So I'm going to start with some spaghetti bolognese first. Then I'm going to work my way on the chicken and the pork. After that finish, if times allow me, I'm going to jump straight making some cakes. Blessing also, blessings. So what I need to start with, I'm going to work on my bolognese at the moment. So I'm just going to get this going. Just going to add a bit of oil to the pan. Need to find where I put my pasta. I have a pack of pasta here. Probably I might do about half of this. I'll see how it goes. Just sipping on some tea. You know, it's a little bit cold here at the moment. I think outside is probably about 8 degrees. But inside the house here is not so bad. I just lock myself in the kitchen so all the heat will circulate. So it's a little bit warm here. Not really over warm, but it's a bit warm at the moment. Mohammed, how are you doing? You all right? Welcome to the channel, Mohammed. Once it comes in, ladies and gentlemen, please do thumbs up the live and feel free to subscribe. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to put a little bit of onion in the pan. Garlic. Some garlic. So what I'm doing, I'm just catching some flavor at the moment. Season it with whatever season you have and can afford. Black pepper, very important when you're cooking. Just keep seasoning your stuff. Don't over salt it. So here I'm just adding some oregano. They're the same here. I'm adding some Italian season to this because the dish is an Italian dish. So I'm just going to set that aside for the time being. And I'm going to just get a wooden spoon and keep working this thing. So I'm just sweating off this at the moment, get some flavor going in the pan. Rachel, welcome to the channel. At the moment, I'm making some spaghetti bolognese. When I finish that, I'm going to do a pork dish. After the pork dish, I'm going to do a chicken dish. After that, I'll be making some desserts. I'm going to use some of this. And I'm going to leave back some because I have another dish I want to create. So I use some of that and I leave some. So with this now, I'm just cooking off the mince. Mince is not bad, it's good quality. I bought this one in Tesco supermarket. You know, look good so far. So as I said, I'm going to cook half of this pasta. I'm going to put a little bit of oil. You don't have to. Bit of oil in the pot. And I'm going to go in with about half of this. With this one, I'm just going to put a thin film over this. Because I don't want this to, the thing with these type of pasta, when you leave it in the bag like this, it tends to run out if you don't close it properly. I bought this thin film, but sometimes when you try to buy some and don't spend the extra money, like the one in the food truck is a bit better than this. Sometimes you see some stuff for good price, but you still have to be careful because sometimes the quality, just wrapping up the rest of this. So my pasta, I'm just going to keep turning it because these pasta, if you don't be careful, they go funny on you. Welcome to the channel, everyone. Once it comes in, ladies and gentlemen, please do thumbs up the live and, you know, please do feel free to subscribe. I appreciate it. So this is how I make my bolognese. I don't go to shop and buy the one that I already make. I like to cook for myself. Not like, love to cook for myself. Remember to thumbs up the live when you come in. Here I'm going to add a little bit of brown sugar in this. You don't have to, personal preference. Give him a bit of season. I'm using some all-purpose, which I've made up. You can make up your own all-purpose season, you know, with the season that you love. So you don't really have to do it like me, because there's some spices I don't really like them. Like cardamom, I don't like cardamom. But that's just personal preference. Welcome to the channel, everyone. Jackie Herbert, morning Jackie. The thing is, if you wanna, whosoever wanna eat pork, you eat your pork. I'm not telling you what not to eat, because you know it's your mouth. But I don't want to get into that, whether you eat pork or you don't eat pork, or you eat donkey, or that. My video is not for that. You know, as I said, you know, if this is something you like, you know, thumbs up the live. You know, feel free to subscribe. So normally I like to cook down my meat properly before I add any liquid. I want to break them up a bit. Welcome to the channel, everyone. So I'm just going to give him a little bit of taste, just to taste the flavor. It's not bad at all. Welcome to the channel, everyone, and for all the positive people, welcome. Morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are. You know, I'm here in the UK. It's morning now. It's about 10:28 now. You notice what I'm doing. I'm make sure breaking up the fiber. And there's another thing you can do. You can use some of the water here and just dip it in this if you want. So with this, you can buy your sauce or you can blend up your tomato. But if you choose to do that, it's going to take longer. All I purchased is, this is just said bolognaise pasta sauce, but I can make it from scratch with my tomato and everything. But this saves time. But this you still have to be careful because it's a little bit tangy. So basically, this is just like they put just mashed tomato, a bit of garlic in this. So it's just like a tomato puree. But you're still gonna have to season it, because if you don't season it nice, when you eat it, it's gonna taste rusty. So I'm going in with about 2 of this. Yeah, so here they have even sugar in this. They have onion powder, sunflower oil also, a bit of salt, some herbs, you know. But this, you know, I'm gonna sort this out. When I finish with it, you think I'm a top Italian chef. One time I go to an Italian restaurant in London, because I heard it's good and we're fasting, and my wife said to me, let us try it. When I go inside there, I couldn't eat the food. They claim they're Italian, but I'm telling you, the food, you know, I get the chance to work in some lovely hotels in my life. Like, you know, I work at Sanders, I work at San Susie, you know, I work in Michigan, I work at Club Caribbean Hotel, I work at Sandals Oteries, Sandals Dungeon. You know, so my experience, you know, I'm pretty comfortable with food and very confident also. So what I'm doing, I just take some of the pasta water inside here, and there's no harm in that. Just put it in there just to build my sauce up. Now, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. You know, I'm not telling you you have to, but a chef is different from a cook. So I'm going to give him another bit of taste, because what I'm trying to look for is a balance. Because sometimes, as I said, the tomato you put in there, sauce, is very acidic and very tangy. So sometimes to break that acidic, you have to add either a little bit of sugar or some ketchup, something in that way. It's all just open the window because outside was very cold. It's getting a little bit misty inside here. So I'm just giving here just a little bit of wipe. You know, you have to do a little bit of cleaning ever so often. I'm going to test my pasta at the minute. The thing is, I don't want a pasta to overcook. So for me, that's perfect. Over on the other side, I have a strainer. So I'm just going to put this through it and then make sure you run some cold water over it. And the reason for the cold water is to stop the pasta from overcook. But you don't believe me, you don't want pasta to overcook because it's not gonna taste nice. The perfect pasta is like firm to the bite, a little bit al dente. So I'm just running some water on this. Then I'm back over here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn this down and I'm gonna put another pan on the fire. I wonder what should I do first. Okay, I'm gonna put my rice on to steam. And part of this rice I'm gonna show you during this batch cooking live stream video, you know, is what you can do at home. Normally, before I start cook, I think first, then I do. So I think what I'm gonna do, you know, I'm the type of person you can put all ingredients in around me. Here, like you said, Linden, I need 5 dishes. I don't even need to say what or why. I'm gone. When it comes to food, I'm like that. I'm gonna taste this again. So this need a little bit more seasoning. What I normally do is I'm gonna put a little bit of ketchup in it because the sauce here is tomato base. The ketchup is tomato base also. So I'm trying to break that acidic taste in this. Welcome to the channel, everyone. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone. So I'm going to try this again. The reason, normally if you're working in a restaurant, you can't keep dipping the same spoon in, but this is on purpose anyway. So I'm going to leave this here and let him simmer a bit. Next thing I'm going to work on, I'm going to get my rice going. But I'm going to cook this rice a little bit different. So the pasta almost cool. So I'm going to show you how I'm dealing with this pasta. Just get yourself a bowl here, and I'm going to pour the pasta in here. So as you see, it's not too hot. Steam coming out of it, but it's not too hot. Now to stop it from sticking, I'm just going to put some oil over it. Feel free if you want to add some herbs over it. So this now I'm going to top it off with some more season. That's some Italian season. So when I put that in it, I know it much. I'm just going to add a little bit of extra basil. So with this, I'm just going to toast it like this. So I have one of the window open, and because it's a little bit cold here, it's really cold. It's about probably 8-9 degrees. So it will help cool it down much more. But for this now, it's not that bad, and it won't carry over cooking in that way. So the next thing what I'm going to work on now, welcome. Triple S, welcome, welcome. I'm all right. I'm not going to cut my finger. You know, normally if I do cut my finger, it's not much. You know, as a chef, you're going to cut your finger one way or the other. You know, it's like that. So I'm going to add some more onion on this. If you notice, I add onion before, and I'm adding onion after. So basically, I'm just chopping my flavor. I'm going to go in with 2 more garlic. So I'm just going to press these. And I'm going to try to cut them as fine as possible. Now with this, I have some fresh coriander in the fridge. If you want to add some to it, you can, but you don't really need it. Sometimes it changes the nature and the flavor of the dish. So the reason why I leave this here, the pot I'm using, very nice pot, one of my favorite pot. It's a cast iron pot, so it holds the heat. Next thing I'm going to work on now is I'm going to do a rice for my chicken and my pork. The pork I'm cooking is for the household. That's what I do. I love to cook. For those who don't like pork, that's fine. Leave the pork alone. You don't like chicken, leave the chicken alone. Just eat what you love and what you want to eat in that way. So the rice I'm working on, I'm going to use some cabbage. I'm just cutting off these little bits of the cabbage. These are kind of, in the Caribbean, sometimes they call it seasoned rice. But you can call it, or whatever you want to call it. So I'm just cut the cabbage down like this. And you will see what I do with it. So that should be enough. So basically I have about this with the cabbage. And I'm going to set this aside. Welcome to the channel, everyone. Once you come in, ladies and gentlemen, please do thumbs up the live and feel free to like, share, and subscribe. I would appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, the cabbage I'm dicing up these as small as possible. So I have cabbage here. I'm gonna go in with 1 garlic. I'm gonna work him with 1/4 onion. So that's for my rice. I kind of set them aside because I'm gonna put the onion in first. Peppers, I'll probably use a bit of this to give it a little bit of contrast, bit of color. Gonna go ahead and dice these. You mean the knife? The knife, I think it's shiitake Japanese knife. Yeah, I have a whole case. If I did have time, I keep the rest in my bedroom. I have a whole, I got it for my birthday, I think 3 years ago. The whole set, they're brilliant. But I have all sorts of knives. I have 2, like, not really attached case. 2 knife case with 2 set of knives and some tools. One of them have over 100 tools in it. But that one is like for a carving knife set, like if you're doing fruit and vegetable carving. I want you to take a look at the color of the spaghetti, the bolognaise. You see that? This here is a real deal. So now you will see if I'm half Italian, half Jamaican. When I'm cooking this, I don't play games, believe me. All right? Just gonna rinse this off a little. Remember, once it comes in, ladies and gentlemen, please do thumbs up the live and feel free to subscribe. I would appreciate it. You know, show some support to this channel. So here with the rice, I'm going in with some thyme. So I'm just cutting the thyme very fine. Okay? I need to have everything near me because I'm going to need a bit of butter also. Okay. Bit of oil. Whatever oil you have, I'm using some vegetable oil. Some butter. I'm gonna bring this up to a boil. I mean, the temperature up a bit. Rachel, blessing. So this is for the rice. So we have onion, thyme, a bit of garlic, cabbage in. Remember I said to you earlier, start season. Yeah, thank you for that comment. Please do like, comment. Yes, we know Jesus Christ died. Hope you obey him also. Welcome to the channel, guys. Once you come in, please do thumbs up the live. I have some rice here. Just gonna wash them off. Yeah, so I want to make sure this thing, cook down the rice a little bit first. I mean the cabbage. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put watch this. Normally, most people would put the rice in boiling water. Watch this. Just watch this techniques. Just watch and learn. Hot water. Gonna add some more seasoning to this. Bit more hot water. Yeah, I know. You haven't seen rice cook like this, but this is Linden. Look at this. I'm cooking rice from 9 years old, 8 years old. I'm playing around with rice and food. 8 years old. I grew up in Jamaica. We have a cellar, the thing underneath the house. And while my mother cooking sometimes, you know what I'm doing? I have milk tin and cheese pan cooking also while she cooking. I'm cooking, but to be honest, most of the time, mine don't come out well because I'm making up wood fire, putting a cheese pan on a wood fire. You're not gonna go far with that, innit? What I'm testing for now is the flavor of my rice. Flavor is good. And the thing is, I like my rice nice and fluffy. So to do that, a little bit more water and a little bit more butter in that. All that personal preference. You don't have to. You don't like butter? Use olive oil. Bit of black pepper. So what I'm gonna do now, this here, finish. I'm gonna turn this off and I'm gonna put the rice on this side. And I'm gonna pop a lid on that. So as I said, when I'm cooking, I'm not playing no games. Look at the bolognese. Tell me anywhere you ever see a bolognese look so nice. Look at this. Right now, if I give you the spoon to try it, I think you'll eat it all. Now I'm setting up myself. I'm gonna work on chicken. Okay? Pan down. Different techniques. Okay? I'm gonna put a chowser here. And I'm gonna get a red cutting board. Okay, so I'll just use it here. So I need something. You have to put something underneath this, otherwise it's gonna slide. So I'm sure you can see me well. Otherwise I can put it here because I want you to see everything what's going on. Put the tea out of the way. So that's ready. All right. So I have some chicken. Let me show you the chicken and then I'm gonna give you my watch. I have some chicken here. Yeah, breast of chicken. Normally what I do, I have some cider vinegar. I'm just gonna give him a little bit of wash off with some cider vinegar. 1 second. Okay, that's him washed off already. So I'm gonna get another stainless steel bowl. Where are you? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut the chicken in the desired shape I want it to cut. It's gonna be fast and furious. Let me just put a little bit of heat on my pan. So this chicken dish I'm cooking, I want it literally to cook in the pan. So I'm just stripping it down bits by bits, because also I need to make a cake. If times allow me, I need to make a cake with half chocolate, half vanilla. All right. So I have some chicken here, boneless, leg meat. I like leg meat. So what I'm gonna do, this rice, I'm gonna turn it down. I don't want him rush and cook. I want him steam. With this particular dish, how I want to do it, I want to cut it a little bit. It's gonna be like thin, a bit strips. So when I cook it, easy to cook. It's gonna be kind of a oriental dish. I cook all sorts of food, so I don't only cook Jamaican food. Oh, you know what I forget? I need to leave a piece of this because my wife asked me to cook some hot and sour soup. That's the only soup she likes, hot and sour, and especially when I made it. Okay, so we're going through them like this. We're gonna, as I said, this one's gonna be cooked fast. Because when you cut them like this, make sure you cut it right off. So don't leave it too thick. I'm gonna put my kettle on. So this one is gonna be like a sticky chicken, but you'll see what I mean. So the season I'm gonna put on this, one of them, I'm gonna add a little bit of soy to this. Just a little bit of honey, some coriander, finish after, some peppers, onion, and some garlic. So I'm just cutting these while my pan getting hot and nice. Welcome everyone. Once it comes in, ladies and gentlemen, please do thumbs up live. And feel free to subscribe. If you're new here, please do consider to like, share, subscribe, thumbs up the live. Once you do that, ladies and gentlemen, this is the type of content you'll get. I mix it up all the time. I do teas. I do a little bit of everything. The thing is, I need to leave a piece of this chicken. Really need to leave a piece of the chicken, because guess what? I need to make some soup. So I can't cook all of it. Okay? Okay, season time now. I will do the chicken. I will move this out the way. I'm not going to wash the board yet because I have another meat to cut up. So I'm just going to take this up and set it aside, because I want you to see how I do the chicken. Okay. With the chicken, I have some honey over here. I'm just going to put a bit of honey over this. I'm not going to put much. Basically about a teaspoon honey. Whatever season you like. As I said, this season I made it up, a bit of ginger, garlic, onion powder, paprika, every little thing in this. So you can either buy your own all-purpose or just make some up. Black pepper. Where are you now? Okay. Bit of onion powder. What else? Okay. Leave that. We're gonna go in with a little bit of soy in this. And I'm going to put oil over this also. So I'm just checking in there. In the fridge here. some herbs. All right. Crazy, I'm hearing something knocking. So I was looking here, and can you imagine you're in here? You hear something knocking in the fridge. Like someone in the fridge knocking. I need some paprika. Bit of paprika on this. Of course, some cayenne pepper. All right, this is not the only season. While you're cooking it, once you think some of it a little bit cooked, just tip your finger on it and try it and see if it needs a little bit more season and stuff like that. So this is a little bit warm. It's not hot, but warm. We're gonna increase flame, oil. Oil is a frying. So put a little bit of oil in it where you can see it in the pan, but not overdo it. Some salt on that. Just hold the salt there a bit. Don't put any more as yet. Okay? For extra flavor to start with, I'm gonna crush one garlic and I'm just gonna chop it here. So that will tie into this when I drop it in the pan. One hand marinating. So I'm going to show you something what I'm going to do. I'm just going to spread them out because the way how I cut the meat, normally I would leave it a little bit to sit, but you have to watch it because they're all cut in strips. All right, let me get these hands washed off and come back to you. Once it comes in, ladies and gentlemen, please do thumbs up the live. So I'm leaving this here for the next one. The thing with this, you just want to turn it. Normally I would do it on a bigger burner because I want to have a nice color. So if I should switch this on the bigger one there, then I will see if you can see, but I want you to see everything what's going on. I'm not going to hide nothing at all. So you just let me know if you can see the chicken. Let me see something. Okay, I will adjust the camera, make you see the chicken. Because I'm not going to allow it to fly away. I want you to see exactly what's going on. Let me just tilt the camera a little bit. See that? Okay, that's a little bit better. Body, man, body, what's up? Yeah, I don't realize body did. Come on, buddy. How you doing? I didn't realize you're on. Blessings. Well, the rice is there. If you notice, I haven't touched the rice from I put it on. Now, I'm just going to give him a little bit of stir. And I'm going to tip. Just make sure you take him from the corner. I like when my rice fluffy. I'm gonna add some more hot water on that. You know, these things I don't like when my rice feel like, you know, you're eating it and it's scratching your throat. Want to soften them up a bit. Journey with Jackie, welcome. Debbie, welcome. Pauline, Houston, welcome. Lou, John, Buddy, welcome to the channel. This rice now, as I said, I want it steam. See that? If you need more water, later, put some more water in it. So I want him to catch a nice color on this. I'm gonna get a tongue to check it. But this one is tricky. There's a lot of them in there. You have to make sure spread them out. If you don't spread them out, you know what you can do. I'm gonna light another one because I need nice color on it. A very nice color. I want it. I don't want them look, you know, like they're dying. Next thing you can do to do that, use 2 pans. While I'm doing that, I'm going to prepare some vegetable because the pork and the thing there, the chicken, is going to be kind of similar flavor. Okay, so I'm not going to put any onion now. I'm just cutting them now. Then when I'm near to finish, so set them aside like this. So I probably need another onion. Once I finish this, I have a cake to make. This one, nice color on it, very nice color. So I'm watching this because I'm going to transfer some of that. Welcome to the channel, everyone. If you're new here, just to let you know you're welcome. My name is Linden Houston. And please do like, share, subscribe, double tap on your screen, the thumbs up the live. So I'm looking, maybe I use some carrots. I buy some carrot yesterday. Let me see where done I put them. Maybe I just leave it with the peppers. Okay? This is, you see that? That's getting hot. What I'm gonna do now, watch this. You hear that? When I let him sit there, leave him there. When you leave them, He'll catch color on it. I'm gonna give him a bit of taste. He needs some more season. So this is what I'm doing here. The onion is about the chicken and the pork. So a nice char color on the chicken. Some peppers. And I add some onion to this. Bit of pepper. And the rest go over here. So this one, because it's a little bit hotter, a little bit of hot water, just to deglaze it. We don't want them too dry, and we don't want them too wet. Watch this now. You can either put whatever sauce you have. Just a little bit ketchup, and that little bit water, just to deglaze him. See that? Just turn him off. See that? Now I'm happy. Now I'm happy. So, where did I put that one? did take that one out. Okay, I find it. We're gonna finish this off. Yeah. Coriander. So I'm just gonna get a container and just pour them straight in. So now this is all personal preference. We're just gonna take him and put him straight in that. See that? Turn this off a little bit. Wow. Man, this is good. The pans, I'm not gonna wash it, because I'm gonna repeat the same process. Look at that. Look at the masterpiece. Look at it. Look at the lovely color. Remember to thumbs up the live, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Next thing I'm going to work on now, as I said, is the pork. Just going to put this back down here, and I'm going to work on that. Just going to set this a little bit over here, that you can see what's going on also. So the pork we're going to cut it actually similar. So I'm showing you what you can do at home. So I need my bowl and the pork. Okay. So I have some pork shoulder here. Pardon. Just gonna give him a bit of rinse. Put some vinegar over it, and just run some water on it. So this one I want to cut it as thin as possible. So you can see what's going on. You know, this rice. Need to check the rice here. Look at this. You know, I need a little bit more water in it. As I said, I don't like when I'm eating the rice and then you feel like something scratching you in the throat. So let me just put a little bit more water around the sides. I like my rice soft and nice. I don't want to feel like something or animal going in my throat. Put some in the middle here. Yeah. That will take care of that. Welcome to the channel, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like this video or love this video, please do thumbs up the live, and please do consider to subscribe. I appreciate it. I'm using pork shoulder. I'm going to trim it up a little bit. So if you can get rid of most of the fat, that's would be fine. This is not so bad, but I'm cutting this very thin slice. When you do like this, but you realize cook faster. And this one, I'm going to season up this with similar techniques what I use and season. So this is going to have a little bit of soy, a bit of honey, you know, some coriander, salt, pepper, all purpose, bit of paprika, you know, chili powder. And the chili I use is cayenne pepper. I love cayenne pepper. So after I finish this, if time's allow me, I need to jump on my cake. So we see what happens. So make sure you cut these in strips, and then your cooking time will reduce. Those of you just coming on, welcome to the channel, and please do remember to thumbs up the live and like, share, subscribe. You know, every little helps. So I'm cutting them as thin as possible. And when I'm doing this, I'm going to use both pot and salty mouth. Look at this, man. This thing is nice. Look at that. Very nice. Wow. I'm proud of myself. And thank you for all your positive comments. I appreciate it. If it's positive, I appreciate it. And buddy, thanks for coming on, buddy. Once it comes in, ladies and gentlemen, double tap on the screen, thumbs up live. Feel free to subscribe. So again, I'm just cutting off the excess fat of this. You're gonna see how this come out nice. I'm gonna take out another bowl like that and to put it in. So a lovely white bowl, and you'll see everything a little bit better. Okay, so I have probably two more pieces left. So that's it. So I have this left. So just cut this one up. This one is pork shoulder, so a little bit easier to cook, especially when you cut it this thin. So when you go to the Chinaman and you wonder how the meat so tender, is how they cut it. The only thing is, I'm not putting any bicarbonate on this. You can put bicarbonate, you know, some people put bicarbonate on it, make it a little bit more tender. So this one, I'll probably make this one a little bit more spicier. And the ginger, I'm going to add a little bit more ginger powder. Once you're cooking pork, you know, ginger and pork, they're like best friends, believe me. Welcome to the channel, everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you, buddy. Moment I finish with this, I'm going to start work on the cake. Cake I'm going to make. It's not really tricky, just that you have to be careful because, you know, I'm going to make half ginger. I don't need this. I'm just wash my hand a little bit. All right, so far, I will remove this one. And the next thing I'm going to work on is the season for these. Okay, I'm going to go in black pepper. Be generous with that. Cayenne pepper. Be a little bit generous with that. I'm going to go in with some of ginger. I always have loads of season here because I cook a lot. Ginger, as I said, ginger and pork, they're best friends. I'm going to crack him on with a little bit of barbecue flavor. It's just that this have a little bit of smoked paprika in it. It's not sweet, just give it that little smoky flavor. Paprika, and I'm going to leave it out. I'm going to show you a technique which I normally use, always work. Now I have some all-purpose here. As I said, you can make up your own. I like to have some here. And then I have some which I made up here. This one have some pimento and stuff in it. Just mix it together. I watch this before I start dip my hand in that. I'm going to get these things fired up. Because as I said, it's going to be fast and furious. So that one on. That both of them on. Oil. Bit of oil. And little bit in this. And the reason why I put that in it is just to help the marinade. And when you drop it in the pot, just to loosen him up a bit. I'm going to go in with a little bit of honey. You don't have to, you can put, so a little bit of honey and have a little bit of molasses sugar. Okay, you might think this might come out sweet, but it won't. You might taste a little bit of sweetness, but not overpowered. That's a different. Once it's not overpowered, you're all good to go. It's just the balance and the nature of this dish I'm cooking. Okay, so I'm gonna marinate this now. So the rest of soy, I'm just gonna pour this in. Welcome to the channel. Wherever you are, good morning or good night, good evening. Welcome to the channel. And wherever country you are, just let you know you're welcome. So I want this thing to get a little bit hot. I'm going to create a kind of smoky. I want this to have a kind of smoky flavor. You notice what I'm doing? I'm going to close the other door behind me because I don't want this to set the alarm off. Okay, you see that? Give me that smoky flavor. Make sure you spread it out. If you notice something, don't quit to turn it. Just leave him a little bit. When you leave him a little bit, what happens? Catch flavor. Just gonna give my hand a bit of wash. So watch this. So now we start spreading out again. Rice, I'm ready. So I'm gonna turn him off. So that's ready. You know what? I turned the wrong one off. So you see what I'm on this to do? I want the liquid to evaporate out. Once the liquid start to evaporate out, start to catch color. Thinking somebody gonna have to help me make this cake, you know. Yeah. And if volunteer, just let me know. Alright. So the thing is, what I don't need here, I'm gonna kinda fade them up. So I'll put these here, because I still need to make some soup. But the cake need to get in the oven. I'll wash one of the salt to put in it. So basically these I don't need them at the moment. You notice start to catch color. That's what I'm looking for. Welcome, cheerful. Let's get some hot water. I'm just going to put the kettle on. You notice this one dried on a little bit. Turn that off. What I'm going to do, I'm going to try that to see if it needs more seasoning. Stir up a little bit. Oh. Hot and spicy. I'm putting in all of that seasoning. If I tell you something, but don't cry. The way I cut the pork, already cooked. Very important. Diana Hex, welcome, welcome. I'm gonna give him a little bit of butter. Just add extra flavor. Then I'm gonna add just a little bit of water, and then it's gonna deglaze. So that means you get your sauce also. A little bit of water, not much. And you work them again This is just to add a little bit of thickness to it and stickiness. So I don't want a lot of sauce in it. So I want just enough. You notice I'm putting the water like on the side bits. I'm not putting it like in the middle because the edge of this pan is a little bit hotter. Now the moment I finish this, I need to make some cake. So I want this a little bit soft. What time is it? In the fridge here, I have some. This is how I cook. I did do some chicken, but the gravy that left off the chicken, don't throw it away. Just strain it off twice, and you end up with this lovely jelly-looking thing, like a stock. I want to show you how. You see that? So that's like your stock for when you're cooking. Instead of buying stock pots, look at that. So that will give it a little bit thickness and flavor. So what I need to do now, I'm just going to test this. I need a little piece. I like my meat tender, so I don't want much. I just want to try. Probably about 3 more minutes. So while I'm drying down, as I said, I like my meat very soft. Just put a little water around the edge. Now, I'm going to tell you a story. What time is it now? Because I need to start. Put this here. My cake pan. If you see me moving fast, it's like I'm racing against time. Scissors. Scissors. Okay. So this is getting sticky and nice, but it's It's not only that I'm looking for, I want it to be very nice and tender. Very nice and tender. What I'm looking for when you start eating it, you don't want anybody to disturb you. You just want to enjoy it. So I'm just getting a pen, mark my baking tray. So that's one. Once I finish with these little parts, I normally keep them in here. So this is the bottom bits for the cake. I need to make 2 cakes, but if times allow me, this is going to be 2 in 1 anyway. Half chocolate, half vanilla. But then I need to make a blueberry. That's one of my favorite cake, blueberry. Tip a little bit more water in them. Give them a little stir. Tell you, when I finish with this, you know what this going with? This gonna eat with this cabbage rice and the chicken there over there. So I need one more. I'm gonna have to take out another grease paper. One thing I won't run out of, grease paper. I have these in stockpile. Welcome to the channel, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for your lovely comment, and thank you for your positive comment also. This is something that you love. Please do consider to like, share, subscribe, leave positive comment. Thank you for your lovely comments. I'm just have another little storeroom in the passage of the house, so we shall keep my grease papers and stuff like that. So I'm not running away, I'm just round here, as you can hear me rumbling around the side here, taking out some grease-proof paper. You know, for all of you who support, thumbs up the live and subscribe, you know, I'm grateful for it. Thank you. And for those who haven't subscribed yet and you just come on, please do consider to like, share, subscribe, do thumbs up the live, share, leave positive comment. Every little helps. While I'm doing this, I'm still watching this. I still need to cook some soup for my wife because it's cold. I'll drink some also, some hot and sour. See, look, it's getting sticky. Cooking takes time. That's why you go to some restaurant and then you sit to eat. And when you get the bill, you know, you wonder what's going on. Cooking takes time. Okay, so the side bits, I need to do the side bits now. I just leave this on the side here. Sides down first. So the thing when you're making cake, You know, it's a technique always use. These are the part you do the sides first. As you hear the sound of the pork dish change, you know what's going on. You know when when you're cooking and it's a searing, frying, or like a stew, once you hear the sound getting louder, you know what time is it. There's no liquid in the bottom. So what you need to do, add some liquid to it. So this now is dried out. So I'm just going to cut this first, then give in some more water. When you add the water and you think the meat is finished, try it first. Just try to taste it, because sometimes the more water you add, it reduces the flavor of your food. Okay? So I'm just adding a little bit more water because, you know, as I said, I like my meat cooked right through. And I'm getting some nice brown color off this. Look at that. Man, I'm telling you. Right now I feel like singing. Look at this. Wow. Yeah, so we're gonna leave him again. And we're gonna work. We're gonna work on this. I'm just giving this a little bit of cut. Just a little bit of sliver. And I'm gonna put in this here in my cake pan. But at the moment, I'm racing against time. And to be honest, you can't beat time. Where's my butter? Sometimes I just use a bit of butter just to put on the side for this to stick. So if it's too much, just rip that piece off and set them aside. Then one of this, we just drop in straight in. Yeah. We're gonna repeat the same process. I'm still having a look at the pork. Remember, if you're doing this, how much things? I still haven't finished. I have jerk sauce to make, but I won't make it in this video because that's a kind of different recipe, and I use it for business. So that drop him straight in. Oven, turn them oven on from now. So I'm gonna put the oven on 150 at the moment. Set this aside. The first one I might start do is the chocolate. We'll see what happens. Or I might do the other one, the plain cake first. All right, this one, I'm gonna try a little piece now. And just let it cool on a bit because you don't want to just ram this in your mouth. Otherwise, you're gonna feel it. Yeah, that's a bit better. So because it's going with rice, you need a little bit of sauce in it. So I'm gonna give him some of my Olympic stock over it. Now I wonder if I should use my hand mixer. The thing is, it doesn't make sense to take out the big mixer because of the type of cake I'm gonna make. So this is done in. Look at this. You know, I normally put some coriander over this, so I'm gonna have to put some coriander over this. Definitely some coriander. You know what I'm gonna do first? I'm gonna make the vanilla cake first. Some coriander over this. And get that out of the way. And this is nice. This is nice with rice. I have some rice over here. Look at this. Some rice over here. I'm gonna leave this here that you can see in it. All right. Now the battle is on. I already have these weighed out, you know. And I'm gonna show you because I want you to make sure, see, okay, you can see everything that's going on, so no need to worry about that at all. Luke John, how are you doing, Luke John? Marius, welcome. Maybe I do this way, ladies and gentlemen, but the thing why I'm doing this is the techniques. Different techniques I have. Linden have too much techniques. That's the thing. So I'm struggling. Which techniques should I use for this? The hand whisk. You know what? It's a bit rough. All right. I'm going to put my, whatever you have, baking fat or your butter. You can use a hand whisk if you want. Another technique. This, I'm going to put this, microwave, let it soften up a bit. The thing is, I don't really like use these little mixers, but I just like use my hand. But I see what happened. Yeah, I don't like these small mixers. They're all right. I have big ones. I have massive one. But let me turn this off. But I'm not making a big cake. I have about 3 mixers. But it doesn't make sense I put it in this one. All right, the spaghetti bolognese finished, the chicken finished, the pork finished, the rice finished. Now we're gonna work on cake time. That's what time is it now. All right. So the basic cake, I'm just making a basic cake. You can call it a basic sponge. Each country call it different things. So this is just basically here, like I have half cup of butter and a quarter cup of sugar. So I normally try to reduce the sugar in my cake. After this, I need to make a blueberry cake, which is my favorite. If times allow me, I do so. So what I need to do, find and reach my sieve. That's when I start. I'm just stepping on it. Okay, I'm just going to rest the sieve here till I know that it's there. So I'm just going to gently start this off. Yeah, that's why. In here, I'm going to add 3 eggs, but I'm putting 1 at a time. Very simple and effective. So if you notice, I'm rotating the bowl. Next egg in. So I increase the speed of the hand mixer. What this do, get the egg, sugar, and the butter fluffy, whipping some air in it. Add the next one in. You know what time is it now? As I said, I don't mind use them. I like use my hand. So once that creamed in properly, I'm gonna go with a hand whisk and finish this one up. What I'm doing, I'm just taking out the zester. Normally I have a fine one here. Think I take it out, but I haven't. I'm just gonna use a little bit of lemon zest in this, and that will counteract the rawness of the egg, plus add some flavor to your cake. Welcome to the channel, everyone. Once it comes in, ladies and gentlemen, please do thumbs up the live. And the next thing I'm going to add to it is I'm going to add some vanilla to it. I normally have a massive bottle of vanilla. Welcome, everyone. Lujan, that's fine. You know, I know you're busy. You know, vanilla. Be generous with that. I normally get a big bottle of vanilla because I cook and bake a lot. And whisk, which I love. Okay. I have half cup of all-purpose flour, and this I put like half a teaspoon of baking powder, just to puff the cake up a bit. So if you notice what I do, I sieve the flour make sure you sieve the flour. Very important, because you get the lumps out, get air in your cake, and if there's anything in it, like some small animals, they're not supposed to be there, but sometimes you'll be surprised what you see. So if you're making your cake and you realize, you know, it's too thick, what you can do is add a bit of evaporated milk to it. So I'm going to add a little bit of evaporated milk to this, just to loosen it up a bit. So I want my oven ready, because you don't want to have this here like this. Just gonna run the top, because I'm gonna need this whisk again. Just giving that, beat it a little bit, because I want this nice and fluffy. I'm just whisking some air in this. All this, I'm gonna use them back. So I'm just knocking the air out, spread it out properly, because I don't want when it finish, it's all puffed up in the middle. So I'm just spreading this around like so. Knocking down again. Okay. That oven is hot. I'm gonna push him straight in the oven. So this one, I have him on the top shelf. That's how I'm working this one. So this one, I'm gonna wash this out. I don't want to use this to make the chocolate one that's going over this. Chocolate one, not really that it's easier, but it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different with the chocolate one, and I'm going to show you what I mean different. So I want to leave this here. I'm going to show you what I do with the chocolate one, because I want everything to be in contact. I'm going to show you a little trick what I do. I'm telling you, you're going to love what I do, how I deal with this chocolate. How I just measure it, and I set it aside. So I just put it on the table here. Look here. Tell me if you see what's going on. I'm sure you see what's going on. You see that? Everything on the lockdown here. Watch this now. I need some hot water. Not hot, but I need to boil up the kettle. There's a thing I need to show you about this particular recipe. So I'm just gonna I need like half a cup of what do you call it? Hot water. Okay. All the dry ingredients. I want to make sure. Can you see what's going on? Otherwise, I'll adjust. Okay, you can see what's going on. Okay, watch this. I'm using 1 cup all-purpose flour. In this all-purpose flour, there's half a teaspoon bicarbonate, half a teaspoon baking powder, a pinch of salt, just for balance. Watch this. So that's my dry ingredients I'm working. So each time I finish with this, I just put it aside. Cocoa powder, about less than 1/4 cup cocoa powder. I'm going to put this in. See that? And I'm going to sieve this. I want him sieve out. So I'm going to use a whisk. Okay, this is the reason why you have to sieve it. You see those things in there? You don't want that in there. Okay, so while this is here, the sugar, watch this. In. Sugar straight in. Although some catch there, it doesn't mean to go there. It's meant to go in the thing. So we saw that out anyway. You know, we're human beings, we make mistakes. So, all right. Welcome to the channel, everyone. If you're new here, my name is Linden. Please do to thumbs up the live and please consider to subscribe. I appreciate it. Now, with this chocolate cake, it's 2 things you can use. It's personal preference, and it's part of the recipe. You can either use butter or you can use some good quality olive oil or vegetable oil. It's not something you're going to eat every day. Watch this. In a bowl, 2 eggs. Yeah. Half a cup milk. Set this aside. We're going to give it a bit of whisk. I need to get my hot water. So in here, I'm going to get some hot water, about that. And I'm going to put some cold water over this. I don't want it too hot. So I'm just going to dilute it a little bit. This thing warm like dinosaur. I'm not going to put that in yet. Watch this. Watch what I'm going to do to counteract the heat, the hot water, which I put in that. To tone it down a bit, the oil in. As I said, oil or melted butter, you're good to go. Either one of them, you know, go for it. Warm water, look, in. So I'm not to worry about it get too hot. So if you notice what I just do, all dry, mixed together, wet to wet. Vanilla, be generous. I love vanilla. I'm going to put a little bit of citrus in this. You can use orange or you can use lime, lemon, whatever you have. Just a little bit. You don't want much in it, you know, just it's going to be nicer than rice. Okay. So after this, ladies and gentlemen, I need to make a different cake, but now watch this. We're going to pour everything over that. And we're going to mix. Don't forget to put a pinch of salt in it. See, it look very liquid. The baking tray here. Make sure your oven is hot. See that? You don't have to worry about the drippings inside of it. We'll be fine. So this one now, I'm going to put it, I'm just going to rest it because I'm going to put it on the bottom shelf. I'll rest it into another tray there. Personal preference. And I'm going to put a little bit of water around that. Help keep it moist. So that will help keep it moist. So I'm going to put this on the bottom shelf because I have the other cake on the top shelf and I don't want to move it. So that sits perfectly. I'm going to reduce the temperature now. Now I'm having it at 160 degrees. So that's where I'm going to have him today. So 160, I'm always okay with that. The next thing I have to do now is just a little bit of soup. It's a hot and sour soup. This one's going to be faster than both. Nice winter soup I'm going to make. But you won't be able to see my blueberry cake, which I really want to make. Because maybe time won't allow me to do the blueberry cake. So what I'm going to do for my hot and sour, as I said, this one's going to be quick and easy. No rush on that. I have a carrot. You know, whatever you find in the fridge. Spring onion. Already have peppers out there. 1 egg. Wow. My popcorn. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to jump straight in now is a hot and sour soup. And I'm going to use bits of chicken for the base. Yeah? And I'm going to knock that out quickly and show you how you can do so. I'm just taking these off. I'm using 1 carrot. Get this over quick, fast and easy. Once my kettle ready, I'm gonna just put some stock on. So I'll be using 1 pot choy for this. 1 should be all right for now. So what I'm gonna do, cut this, and then I'm gonna give him a bit of wash. We're gonna set him there. Now I need a stainless steel pot for this. Remember, when it comes in, ladies and gentlemen, thumbs up the live. Please do like, share, subscribe, do leave positive comment. All right, what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna work on the vegetables. And I'm going to show you a quick and easy way. So my hot water is good to go. For this soup I'm going to make is it's for Dana, my wife. She loves this sort of soup. She loves when I make it anyway. She rather I make it than go to the Chinaman shop. So I'm going to get this going. Some all-purpose in that season. We're going to use some vinegar. Make sure you catch a flavor from early. Very important. Probably going to need some more water in this. Just a little bit of dark sugar. As I said, this is a hot and sour soup. I don't want to put too much of the dark sugar, because the dark sugar give it a little bit of molasses taste, like barbecue, and not everybody is good with that. So that's cider vinegar I'm putting in it. Remember, hot and sour soup. Chili powder. This one going to be quick and easy. Chili powder, onion powder. Once it comes in, ladies and gentlemen, thumbs up live. I'm going to get a couple bits of garlic and put in this. That one tried to run away. So I need just a little bit more sugar in this. The thing with this soup, you need to taste the sourness and the hot and sour, together. So that is a little bit more. So that's boiling. I'm going to add some more, put some more water in the kettle from now. That means if I need it, so I'm just going to boil the kettle up a bit. Where's my other knife? Earlier I did have some pieces of chicken which are left over. So I was just cutting these chicken on the other side. I'm just going to season it up a little bit, and I'm going to just put them in the pan. I don't want them jumbled up. Okay, give my hand a bit of wash. Now for the vegetables. What's that? For the vegetables, I have garlic here. I'm going to add in it. Even the pan them moving in here, guys. I see all the pans them moving behind me. You don't want the pot and start moving in a different way, but you're going to think different. I'm going to use ginger. So I'm just going to take the thing off, the skin. I don't want much ginger in it. Welcome to the channel, everyone. If you're new here, my name is Linden Houston. Just to let you know, you're welcome, and I'm happy to have you. Please do thumbs up the live and feel free, like, share, subscribe. Keep this channel going. Lou John, welcome. Yeah, so this soup which I'm cooking, this is my version of hot and sour soup. So you can make it how you want to make it, but if you made this before, and trust me, it's a winner. I purchased it already, and not for myself. And my wife she liked hot and sour soup, and believe me, she didn't enjoy it. And when I make it, when I make the soup, she probably think I'm a Chinaman. Because my name is Linden. One of the times she started to say Lin. So yeah, it's coming on. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna cut some like this, slice them, because I need volume in the soup. So I'm gonna slice some. This is all personal preference. You making your soup, you make it how you want to make it. I need a little bit of sourness in it, a little bit more vinegar. Normally, white rice wine vinegar. So the rest, I'm going to julienne. As I said, when you're making it, make it yours. This one, I'm making it mine. But I guarantee you 100% when I finish with this, it's going to be lovely. That's how I'm working it, ladies and gentlemen. Once it comes in, double tap on the screen, thumbs up the live. So, okay, so these are done. Now I have some peppers, which I have, I probably need I use a red one instead. Welcome to the channel, everyone. If you're new, my name is Linden Houston. And please do continue to like, share, subscribe. And thanks for joining. Thanks for tuning in. So I'm julienning some peppers. So this is some red pepper. If you want to put some yellow or green, the reason why I don't put any green in it is because I have some pak choy there. So with the pak choy, I'm going to cut it a little bit different. These bits, I cut them off, but I'm going to use them. So I cut the leaves off, and I'm going to set them aside. So these hard bits, so when I finish with this soup, you're going to see if I'm Linden or Lin. You know, it's one of the best Chinese soup or Japanese soup. Japanese drink it also. So, you know, so I'm cutting these like this. Now, I'm going to show you what the Olympic chef going to do now. I'm going to move this over because I want to take this home now. This, I'm going to bring this up. I want this to be hot. Turn that down. I probably have to put a little bit more liquid on this. I'm going to add a little bit of paprika to this, just to give it that little bit of redness flavor. Where did I put it? Okay. So I'm lining up everything from now. While it's hot, I'm going to use a little bit of corn flour. Just going to get a container over here, which I can just mix a bit in. And then we take him home. So a little bit of corn flour and that little bit of water. I tell you, I smell the cake, you know. For those of you just coming on, there is 2 cakes in the oven. I'm making a cake. It's half and half. You know, they call it like black and white, meaning vanilla and chocolate. Somebody ordered, oh man, this, man, wow. Think I'm gonna be rich soon. Cake look nice, I'm telling you. Lovely cake, fantastic. Watch this. Just watch what I'm gonna do. If you blink, you miss it. Make sure keep your eye open. What I'm trying to say, I haven't seen nobody make it like this. This is my way. It works all the time. So my oven, I'm gonna crack him down to about 150. Oven is at 150. Just watch this. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. So I'm going to thicken my soup. As I said, you probably need a little bit more. So this is corn flour. Watch this. And I'm just going to give them a turn. Basically, I'm just thickening it. It's part of the recipe. If it needs more, I will definitely add more. I'm going to let it boil up a little bit. As I said, I want it a little bit thicker. So once that boils a little bit, we'll see how it looks. Watch this now. I didn't put any onion in this, but I need a little bit of onion. Just a little bit of onion. And then within 2 minutes, this done. Onion, little bit of onion in this, and then we take him straight home. The soup need a little bit of thickening. Welcome to the channel, everyone. Thank you for all your positive comments. I mean, all of them. Positive comments, you're welcome. You see with this now, I'm going to test the thickness of this. Turning back down. As I said, I want it. You need a little bit more. But I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Then I thicken it. Just watch this. Your veg. I don't even see a Chinaman cook it like this. So probably I'm half Chinaman, half Jamaican. That's why the first part of my name is L-I-N. So I'm sweating off this. Turn them up a little bit. Watch this. Spring onion. You notice I don't put any of the green one in this yet. So I'm just cooking this through. Where's my pepper? Bit of chili and cayenne pepper on that. Tell me when you're ready. Watch this. Watch that. Straight in your soup. See that? Next one. Slightly toss them. Different style I'm giving you. This. Turn that off. That's I'm gonna put it over here. Let us see what's going on. So we're gonna take him home now. This one out on me. Green vegetable in. Where's my ladle? See that? So you see the pop choy now? One of them, I'm gonna roll him up like this. Yeah, watch carefully. Take your time. Go through him with your knife. So you have a nice, see that? Roll him up. Go through him. Reason why I'm not gonna thicken it no more. 1 egg. Season. A bit of pepper. Onion powder. You never seen this? Soup in egg? Watch this. Put a little. Egg in soup. Watch this again. All of that. Let's raise him up like this.